The judiciary will continue working alongside with the bar and the AGC in upholding justice. In my working visits to the states in the next few months, I will continue my engagement with these stakeholders. I'm particularly excited to meet the young lawyers committees of the state bars. I say so because I'm committed to see the improvement of the standards of advocacy among the young lawyers in our courts. Continuing legal education has always had a special place in my heart, having taught at the law schools in UITM and University Sultan Zainal Abidin, UNIZA. Finally, the most important player at the forefront of judicial independence is obvious. It is the leadership within the judiciary itself. For this, I'm grateful for the path set by Chief Justices before myself, and particularly so the Chief Justices who have led the Malaysian judiciary these past 15 years. These leaders of the judiciary have collectively made great strides, putting in place institutional and procedural reforms, improving the efficiency of the judiciary, enhancing access to justice, and placing emphasis on the need for a transparent and independent judiciary. My predecessors have led with utmost integrity, and now the baton has been passed at most pivotal time with the country watching closely. I stand on the shoulders of giants, and I can only pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide me in the same way He has guided them. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to spend a few minutes to express my profound gratitude to those who have shaped my legal past. By an accident of history, my legal and judicial career is shaped by two Wan Adnans. The first one is the late Tan Sri Wan Adnan bin Ismail, with whom I did my pupillage in 1986 in Kuala Terengganu. Tan Sri Wan Adnan, as we all know, was later appointed as the President of the Court of Appeal. I can still vividly recall his advice to me on my first day of chambering. He said, and I quote, "As a lawyer, you must love the law, be passionate about it, and embrace it. Be honest, since there is no room for intellectual dishonesty in the course of upholding the interests of your client," unquote. The second is Datuk Wan Adnan bin Muhammad, my first cousin, who is a former Court of Appeal judge. I'm happy to note that he's here today. When I informed him of my impending elevation as the Judicial Commissioner almost 10 years ago, his advice to me was very simple. He said that whenever I make a decision, I must remember that the choices I will make will echo beyond the confines of my chambers. In the end, we are ultimately answerable to our Creator. It is with this guidance that I continue my judicial path. With this, let me reiterate my commitment to uphold the independence of judiciary and let it be known that it must be protected at all costs, lest the very fabric of a just society be severely undermined. When all avenues of recourse are closed, the rakyat and even the government will look to the courts for an impartial resolution of their disputes. To my brother and sister judges, let us not fail them. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow brother and sister judges, whether you are at the federal court, whether you are a federal court judge, a court of appeal judge, a high court judge, or a judicial commissioner, I would like to stress that we are all equals, ranked pari passu. I'm what the English lawyers would refer to as the primus inter pares, the first amongst equals. I'm sitting in this chair not because I'm the best. Far from it. I was not born great, nor have I achieved greatness. Instead, what I have is simply the responsibility of leadership entrusted to me. Leadership is about taklif, which reflects a heavy trust or amanah and serious accountability. It is not about tashrif or privilege. While it is indeed an honor to serve as judges, let us not forget, even for a moment, that the immense duties and accountability that come with it. This is an amanah which we have to hold steadfastly in the discharge of our judicial duty. As a judge, it is impossible to please everyone. In every decision we give, at least one party will not be satisfied with our decision. This is only to be expected. But in our system, there are avenues for an aggrieved party to take the next course of action. Whatever our decision is, lest we forget, we must ensure that the losing party walks out of our courtrooms feeling satisfied that he was given the right to be heard, to present his evidence and be given his day. Do not shut them out. Ladies and gentlemen, one final word. one of the most influential contributors to the principle that power must not be concentrated in one person or institution, but rather divided among different branches of government to prevent tyranny and protect liberty, was the French philosopher Montesquieu. In L'Esprit de Loi, the spirit of the laws, he wrote, and I quote, "There is no liberty if the judiciary power be not separated from the legislative and executive," unquote. I have had a long and varied career. I have served in all three branches of the government. I cannot erase my history, political or otherwise. But as I assume this most solemn amanah, and for as long as I occupy this chair, I give you my unconditional pledge in the name of my Creator, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, that I will vigorously protect and relentlessly safeguard the independence of our branch of government with every fiber of my being. And now let us look forward to the future of our judiciary, one that is independent, resilient, efficient, learned, and future-proof. Let us do this for our beloved country. To my fellow brothers and sister judges, to the judicial officers throughout the country, to Tan Sri Attorney and his able officers in the AGC, the Malaysian Bar, the Sabah Law Society, the Advocates of Association of Sarawak, and other stakeholders, let us chart this future together by working with me. I pledge to do my level best towards the betterment of the Malaysian judiciary and its independence, that there be a strong message of the independence of judiciary which shall continue to be loud and clear, echoing not just through the halls of the Palace of Justice and other courthouses, but also through all corners of our society and all the corridors of power in our country.